Hey, lovers of game and story. I'm your host, Bob Sparkle Doom. And we are diving into another episode of Enigma of Fear. We are not where we were last seen in front of the chapel. We're actually back in front of the Mausoleum, which I'm going to enter right now. Because I think I figured out what I was missing. So I spent, I think, maybe an hour or something to try and figure this off screen. I was like, this doesn't make sense. So then two things clicked for me. One, I wasn't looking at the bottom of the screen nicely, and I was doing this by accident, and I couldn't figure out why that was happening. It is literally just left and right button bumper in this case. And then the other thing is I didn't notice this thing, which is super key to actually solving the puzzle. The game of statues. One box, one secret, 3 symbols. In the Mausoleum of the Cult of Fear, the shadow of one's legacies will point towards the answer. The terror must be faced head-on. The lost Strachs eternalize in the Mausoleum. I see in your hand that which has claimed so many, but it's one's flaw that points the secret. Listening to a secret can be a very powerful thing, especially for those who had no other choice. Someone capable of beheading one's own mother. From where I'm standing, I see the blood pouring out. I don't see anyone who names themselves leader was strong like few others, and even their weakest arm caused many to fall. But one's secret was actually in what they held. Do you have what it takes to crush my enigma? Apparently I didn't, because it took me 3 episodes to be able to do this, but here we go. Apologies, my nose is a bit closed. My nose is a bit closed, but it should be open before the end of this episode, I hope. The left nostril was closed, now it's open. Now the right nose is closed. Anyway, happy birthday, Amy. Since I know you so well, I bet you'll like the enigma I made much more than the gift itself. Rossi. I really did take pictures of that. So, oh yeah, this is the other thing. The hidden stuff. So this is where I was trying to figure out how with all of these symbols that they give you, would you know which 3 to use? And they tell you the first 3 symbols. I think I have them. I've keyed them in so far into the box, but I haven't actually tried opening it. We'll see if it works. But first, let me lead you on the journey of what I think might be going on here. So the stuff that it adds here is check the ancestry in the hole, check the pointy details, and then flashlight angle. Flashlight angle I had to figure out. And then I was like, oh, I was missing a great big deal of this puzzle. So the first symbol refers to this person, which is the terror must be faced head on. The lost Strachs eternalized in the Mausoleum. I see in your hand that which has claimed so many, but it's one's flaw that points to the secret. So the last to be eternalized. Let's just quickly run over to this note here. Should be Marco. Should be Marco. So this would be 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and then 6th. So it's Marco. Now, I don't know why Marco isn't just on that other side. So then there's another thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring out the thingy over here. Okay, actually that's a bad idea. I forgot to crop this. Let's ignore that for now. Let's go back to the notes. I have a lot of cropping to do. I was just setting that aside for a day that I had a lot more time, which I kind of had today, but then I made less time for myself. Okay, so the other part is, but one's flaw that points to secret. So Marco has a very obvious flaw, and that is the leg. So we can go around, and then you'll see these. So it's the infinity symbol. It is that thing that looks like a capsized boat, and then like a screaming lizard with a fork in its tongue. Don't ask me, I'm just making up symbols. I did kind of write down a lot of the ones that were possibilities on the actual what do you call it, puzzle lock. So we are gonna head back there. I just took the one that I felt made the most sense. So that one, this one is kind of obvious to me. So then we go on to the next one. Listening to a secret can be a very powerful thing, especially for those who had no other choice. Someone capable of beheading one's own mother. So the first thing, they have no other choice but to listen. So it's the blind person, right? From where I'm standing, I see the blood pouring out. That I could not figure out. So that's where I ended up just writing all of the possible combinations down. So obviously the blind person. And so we were looking for potential stuff that it could be pointing to. And what did I end up with? It's just like, it's, oh, okay, sorry. So it was either this, again, the capsulized boat thingy, the infinity one, which it definitely isn't, or that bell looking thing at the bottom, which I don't think is even a possibility in the combinations. And then I think it's his belt. Well, actually, his hair never touches anything. That's pointy bit by his hair, or his ear, or whatever. That is ear. What the freak? Yeah, so his elvish looking dark elf ear doesn't touch anything. So, and then there's this weird blocky thing that looks like a... looks like two lizard people having a picnic. Don't ask me how I got to that. I'm just gonna say it's two lizard people who went out for a picnic. So I think the one I went for was this capsized boat one. We'll have to check now again. And then the last one. Let's see which is the last one. Okay. I don't see anyone who names themselves leader. That didn't make sense to me. Who was strong like few others, and even their weakest arm caused many to fall. Was still not quite sure, but one secret was actually in what they held. So my thinking was, like, maybe it's not the leader, right? Because I don't see anyone who names himself leader, so probably not the leader. So I don't think it was like the father or anything. So he does hold something in his hand, and it was potentially pointing at that thing at the bottom. But I don't think I even saw any of those symbols when I was looking for it. Only other people that was holding stuff in the hand was this guy. We already have him. And like I've not solved it yet. I think I solved it. It's we'll have to go check now. This is the person I think it is, but just to show who is the last potential. She was also kind of potential because she's holding kind of something in her hand. So, but I feel the thing that she was pointing at, and this is the thing at the top. Let me just check the symbols again. Was it her? No, I don't even think that symbol is a possibility, so I just left her. So the one that's a bit more obvious, the one that's actually holding something in her hand is here on the left. So it's again that weird boat thingy, which I don't think it is, or it's this thing. I think it's this one. I'm relatively sure it's this one, which is... what on earth am I even seeing in this one? It's like you've got a sword on the side, and then you've got a person holding a whip. They have got one leg and no head. I don't know. So I chose those three for those reasons. Now we can go and check if they actually fit. Or that they actually work. Okay. So let us zoom in. Just gonna switch over to the mouse. Okay, it switched back stuff. So I think the first one I said was the boat. No, the second one was the boat. Second one was the boat. First one I think was... Is that the one I thought it was? And then this one. No. Why didn't I write this one down? Was that the boat? Now I forgot from myself because I forgot the game reset stuff. But that is okay. No, it's none of these. The only one it could be is that one. Hey, we got it. We got it. So finally we get whatever this is. I think it is, what do you call it? The recorder, the broken glitch one. Yeah, but let's anyway check what is inside. Activate. Click on stuff. Let's check the first one. I want to make sure there's nothing else on it. And then let's zoom in. Happy birthday, Amy. Congratulations. Hope that the struggle you had to get to this letter has taken your mind off of everything that has been going on here, at least for a while. Our names may be stuck in this place, but our future is not. We are only in the place where we need to be, for as long as we need to be. We'll discover the origin of the paranormal in this place and get out of here together. One day. Until then, we'll become elite agents of the Order. We can be whatever we want to be. You're already 23 years old. Can you believe it? There is no riddle, secret, or enigma that you are not able to unravel. I have faith in you. Happy birthday, Rossi. Aww. Well, there was something else stuck there. Just... I need to get used to using a controller. Which I think is pretty clear. Okay, and... let me move it. Okay, no. I'm gonna give up. Let's just go to the mouse. Yeah. What do we have here? Enhanced pickup radio. I have analyzed... So, sorry, it's not a recorder, it's a radio. Enhanced pickup radio. I've analyzed and tested the radio that was modified by Theo, but alas, it is not able to play the melody of fear. This means that it won't be useful for everything we need to do in the graveyard. I can't remember if the radio could be useful in any other investigation in the perimeter, but I need to focus on our job in the graveyard. All I could find out was this. By turning on the communication radio, something like a trance happens every single time. The trance effect is exactly like the deja vu we felt randomly since we got here, but much longer lasting. I measured the trance time and every time it lasted around 5 seconds. The deja vu caused is always the feeling that the seconds prior to using the radio had already happened. The memory in the deja vu is clear, as if it were really happening again. I don't think there's anything else. I'll just make sure that I am taking a little picture from this if I ever need it again. Okay, and let's take the radio. Just take it. This is why I suffered so much with that. Wait, with the previous lock puzzle, because tilting things with a controller is just so painful. Okay, cool, we got it.
There's something strange about this radio. This fissure... I know. Anyway, if I need an analysis of it, I can take it to Agatha and Samuel back at the underground to see what they think.
Okay.
In the meantime, I can give this thing a try.
Which I think we are gonna do. So, let me just figure out... I'm a bit confused how it works at the moment. Maybe if you run... Okay, how do I go back to the previous one? Clearly, it's meant to take me back, I think. Wait. Let's try running this way. Oh, okay. So it's just 2 buttons. Okay, let's try this again. I run. I press it. Okay, cool. That's pretty dope. So I think that is gonna help us in the cave to figure out how to lock up Goliath. I just haven't figured out how to do that yet. But that will probably be in the next episode because I want to go and explore the chapel now. See, we don't probably need that right now. So it is... Just need to get out of here, and getting out of here is pretty easy now that we know the secrets. And that is go in and out. And then you're back at the beginning. Or not. Maybe not for that specific door. Let's do it for a different door. No, wait, it did work. Cross the Inferno instead. Okay, cool. We are up and about and out. Now just to go to the chapel and then continue on from where we were on the last episode. I have a crap ton of notes and images to all sorts. I have unfortunately not gotten to it. I was both really busy trying to catch up for the public holiday, and then I thoroughly enjoyed my public holiday. I'm not stuck. Okay, wait, here's the road. Thought we were already outside. There we go. Still love my little doggo, yeah. Oh, loopy. Wonder why we're hearing our radio at certain points. I wonder why. Okay, so we are heading back to the chapel, which is just next to the castle. So let's not go up there. That should be the spiral castle. Next one should be the chapel. Cathedral. I keep saying chapel. I mean cathedral. I'll be honest, I don't precisely know. Okay, wait, a cathedral is much bigger than a chapel, right? And we already went through most of this area, so let's actually go to the cathedral. Look at that. Wait, where's the... Oh, where can we stand to see the whole thing? I want to see it again. Wait, from here. Fantastic. Let me just get my... I keep forgetting my mouse pointer is on the screen. Apologies for that. Let's also just head over to the other side. I just want to make double sure there's nothing hidden here. Like, that looked like you could potentially go through there. Yeah, I will happily say there's nothing there. What is this? Oh yes, so this was the key that we used, or the code that we used to get into the Unhaunted One's room, or at least partially into the Unhaunted One's room.
Huh. Strange. It looks like it's blocked. I guess it needs to be opened from the inside, right? And there's no way for you to get through here, Big Nose. Let's not waste time here. We'd better focus on the rest of the perimeter.
Okay, so I guess we are doing the... We're doing Goliath, probably, then. Okay, let's get out of here. We'll be going to the tunnels instead. But I might just quickly make a turn at base camp so we can talk about the radio. And then I'll go to the Crystal Caves. Yeah, I should have probably checked that last time, but I was afraid I would just enter and be forced into something like a fight or something. Is this even the right road? Oh. All roads lead back to our destination, I guess. Kind of. Actually, quite a few of them do. Okay, I am a bit confused. I don't think we're... Okay, no, that is going back to the Crystal Cave, so where we are heading first is down here. So far, we've beaten 2 of the bosses. The super difficult one was definitely the one at the Spiral Castle. And it's difficult for 2 reasons. It's very time-based, but it's also like multi-layered puzzle, which was pretty cool. And then one of my favorite bosses was the musical one, which was at the graveyard. Thematically one of my favorites. The puzzle was a bit simplistic because it gave you a lot of chances to kind of save it. The underground. I don't know. I don't understand how big that team was to be able to build all of this, even in a couple of years. This is insane. Is this where we... No, that's the sound room. Okay, let's quickly go chat with our friends. Not in the toilets. Okay. Dab the flashlight. Let's do the cracked radio.
Look, Agatha, I found this radio back at the graveyard. It looks like it's one of the radios the Order used, but it has this weird fissure right in the middle of it, but it's still working.
Okay. There really is something going on with this radio. If this thing ain't cursed, I'm a blind priest.
And the graveyard also has that huge fissure on the ground. Do you think that has something to do with it?
As far as I can tell, that graveyard fissure appeared before the Order got here. But knowing how the paranormal works, it's very likely that this is all connected. Probably what caused that fissure in the graveyard must have caused that one in the radio too. So it must have some paranormal effect on it. I think it's worth taking this radio with you and trying it out every now and then to find out what it does. An item like this could be useful for us to find the old man.
Sorry, I just noticed something. My camera is looking in a weird way. Let me just switch this over. This is still from the previous game. Yeah, that sounds better. Not really. Here we go. Okay, cool. Is there more stuff here too? Ah, it's just the previous stuff. Okay, Agatha said what she wanted to say.
Here, Sam. I found this radio back in the graveyard. Look at the crack in it. How come it's still working?
No wonder the Order has been using the same radio for so long. It's really sturdy. It kind of looks like one of those ancient cell phones.
What, the 3310?
So that crack definitely wasn't because someone dropped it. It takes something paranormal to break a radio like that. And yo, I'm thinking about something here. If they've kept that radio, there must be a reason for it. It must be something special. Try using it to see if you feel anything different. I don't know. Sometimes its effect can help you solve a problem in the perimeter.
Yeah, well, that we have figured out at least. Yeah. Okay, so back to the Crystal Cave it is. They didn't really give us much of any info. I don't know why I came back to ask them. It's basically just to get them updated. So at least everything is more or less close to each other. From the side of the hub at least. We just have to go up and to the right. Okay, but now we're gonna have to deal with Goliath, which I also haven't completely figured out yet. Well, actually I haven't figured out at all, because we need to figure out what the code is to actually get him into the locked place. And from what I read, it seems we need to light up the place to get an idea, because the agents were basically so blind that they eventually relied on the crystals for sight. So my only thinking is that we need to light up the place. And I have not attempted it yet because Goliath comes to try and, I guess, swallow you. I don't know what else he would do. But we'll find out now. Okay. What we can do is bring up the map so that I know at least where I'm running. So let me go grab the map quick. This would be under maps. And then we are looking for the Crystal Cave map. So my feeling is check out the emergency room. So I'm thinking power comes from the generator room. So we don't need to put it on one. I'm guessing we can put it off if it is on there. And then we can route it through here. But at the moment I don't want to power the emergency room yet. Because I can't open it. I would think we'll have to see what's possible because this is closed. So if we do want to reroute it, probably via this or via that. I think that one is closed. Now inaccessible because of Goliath. So we can't get into the control room. Need to have a little bit of a plan. So I'm going to power on 2, power on 3, power on 6. And then I don't think you can get into the emergency room, so we can think while we are there. And then I'll figure out the rest. But either way, we have to power up rooms. And the other route is pretty closed. And rerouting the power to some of the other rooms doesn't make sense to me. Because I haven't seen anything it needs to be rerouted to. This is number 1. We can leave this off. I don't know if the crystal goblins are going to come back, so maybe we should just quickly check the secure room if I have to deal with that stupid freaking crystal goblin again. Doesn't sound like fun. He was such a pain to deal with. Okay, let's check in here. So bloodied. Okay, no, he is definitely gone. Let's grab this. Oh, we're full. What's there? Why did I? I never thought he would. I was only trying to save Goliath. How would I know? I sabotaged the explosive. Lost everything. All I have left is the other ending. It's like they were kind of forced to take a certain route. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna come up. So we do have to reroute the power through these lines. What is that? Nothing. So I'm thinking it's gonna get very difficult to move through these rooms as soon as we power them up. Because we have to look through this, and this is kind of a pain. Okay, let's check out. Life at least gives us some time. Wait. Okay, now I'm very confused. I'm super confused. I think we go down this direction. Okay. I'm believing you won't be able to get in now. Okay. Do we need the other flashlight, maybe? What was that? Oh, it just changes. Oh. I'm not really seeing anything here. Maybe we can try this flashlight? What if I go very close on this side? Oh, it just opens up. I don't think there is anything else. What is that? I think that's just the note. This is the one I think that tells me to go check. The only way would be I could teleport it out of the door so that we have the... I'm reading a bit further down. So we have the radio. So I think we're fine with that. This blood beast puts our entire plan at risk. Everything would have been in vain. Okay, never mind. Wait, what's that? Okay. I don't necessarily know what that is, but there is symbols here. So let's just take a screenshot, but I'm gonna write them down just for easy access for me. So you can see what looks like squares that are not all completed. So we've got the one that is a corner. What would we call that? Southeast. And then one that is southwest, and then a square. And then one that is northwest. I saw another one, but that's clearly... That one actually clearly pointed something out. You see these. But, okay. Don't say I understand what that means. I think... Wait. Maybe it's... Wait. How many keys are there? 1, 2... Let's say there are 9 keys. On a keypad. I hope there's not more keys. Then it is maybe the bottom right one. The middle one. The left bottom one, and then the top right one. So that is what I'm imagining it could be. If it is, I have no clue. We're just gonna have to find out. So let's see if we can get this power over to the next section. So emergency room. So we can go 9 and then 10, I think. 2, 3, 6, 9, 10. Yeah, let's try that. 9, 10. Okay, but the other thing is I think I need to practice using this thing. Yeah. So we're gonna run. Hold it in and then go back. How are we gonna use that? I am not sure yet. We're probably gonna die, so let's practice this. Okay, so I'm guessing Goliath is gonna run over this side. Where's the power cable? Oh, here we go. That does not work. Why? Oh, there's not a power cable that runs from this room. Okay. Wait. Does this show the power cables? No, it doesn't. So it seems the power cable comes from the bottom. So we probably have to do 2, 7, 8, 9. But before we do that, I want to quickly run to the emergency room just to double check that the key that I can enter is essentially what I think it is. Okay, at least Oh, freaking. There we go. There's our Goliath. Are you gonna come after us or what? Are you just gonna block stuff? Okay. You're just gonna let us get past. I am so confused. Was he scared of us or something? Oh, wait. That's 10. So it should be here, right? Emergency room. Oh no, containment zone is 11. I'm up 1. So we should go 9-11 then. Okay, just as well, I'm checking this out now. But why did he leave us? It would make sense to just eat us here. I don't know. Okay, so let's go down to 11. And then check. I think the containment room should be, yeah. Oh, okay, cool. So that is just 9 digits. I think this should work out fine. Let's backtrack. I'm gonna put off the lights going back just so that I feel like I reset stuff. And then I don't have to worry about other troubles. But first I have to remember what path I was using. Okay, 9. 9 we didn't power because we couldn't. We need to power 8. 7 and 8. So let's put this one off. It is so jarring to walk through these. Okay, that is off. And then we can probably just put this one off as well. I think let's just follow the line. Okay. Just so it's easier to see even. Okay, so 2 is on. Okay. Let's get running. 2 is on. Let's go to the safe room. Let's go to the safe room. Then we have to put on 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. Sounds like a joke that is about to be written. 7, 8, 9. But I'm not writing it. Not much of a joke person, actually. I've got friends who are pretty good at remembering and telling jokes. But I do like jokes. What I mean is I don't like remembering jokes. So this is number 7. Okay, cool. 7 works. That means we can go 8. Which we just follow this line. But I'm confused. 8? Where does this one go? Let's check our map again. So it's not 9, it's 11. 8, 11. Oh, you don't even have to go through 9. Okay, cool. Good to know. Do I have this? Okay, just remember how to use it. Sprain, you can do it. Controllers aren't that difficult. No, I'm so confused. I have to go this way. Okay, that's much better. Where's Goliath? Is he gonna just be in front of us again? Oh, he is so gonna be in front of us. Hey, I'm right here. Hey, you slowpoke. Can I get past him? Nope. I'm not getting past him that way. Go ahead. Ha! I don't have to go the long way. I can go the short way. Okay, that works. Okay, this is gonna be a freaking pain in the ass. Okay, just get him to attack. Oh, freaking my... There's no way. Tell me it works. It's not that. We're gonna have to figure that one out. Let me out! Let me out! Okay, we're out. Okay. I think I can just chill you. What is the answer then? That is so weird. It's 4 enough. Let's go look at a different, do you think he's coming from that side? I don't know. Okay, he is somewhere. Okay, so I want to go and quickly check one of the old key cards. I think it's always 4. It's on this. Pictures. I can mid-fight just sit here and go through my notes. It's kind of funny. Unless he starts moving, then I'll have to quickly move again. Maps, secrets, hidden sigils. Where did I save these? Clock clue. It's on these. Info codes. There we go. It is 1, 2. You need a 5th one. We're missing one. Let's just try a random. Just try a random last one. Okay, so I think it is this. Let's try that. It's not that. It's not that. Oh, frick, here it comes. Not that. I have to go back and figure out what that code is. I'm missing a 5th number. If what I'm seeing is even pointing to numbers. Well, one should be... Unless... No. Okay, here's another idea for the puzzle. But let's first get to the safe room before anything else. This is the wrong road, I think. No, this is fine. So I have to turn this on again. So here's one of the stuff. Here's this one. Here's this one. I think we have to turn it back on again. Go check if we can get the power into this room. First one would be over here. And if I could... Okay. Seems there is a limit on the power. If I could have gotten that one first try, I would have been quite surprised. So far the puzzles haven't been that easy. At least I know it's these things. So it's that. It's that. There's one here and there was one other one, I think, here in the back, but we can probably not see it. Okay, we're gonna have to put off the other ones and come back. Unless... Let me just check something. Let's try a different way to break this code. So the square one, I think, just tells you it is touching on all sides. So that must be the center one. But I'm thinking there might be an alternative pattern. One of them needs to be touching there and there. One of them needs to be touching there and there. This and this. That. Oh, that doesn't make sense. The alternative one I'm thinking of is a cross, but that doesn't make sense. Let's go and relight this room up. Maybe I'm missing one of the stuff. One of the stuff. The question is, can I put all of them off just by switching off an earlier one? I think that would be the case. So let's go back to number 2. I didn't think the Goliath fight was going to be easy. But at least we have all the clues and everything we need to potentially complete it. Okay, 3 isn't on, 2 should be on. This should trip all of them. Okay. I think they were already tripped, it seems. Oh, okay, so if you use too many, it just trips the circuit breaker. Okay, just follow the line. That is way easier to navigate like that. And then we'll put this one on again. So I was in the corner here. Yeah. Unless I need to break this box. Because that might just be in the way of something. That was in the way of something. Okay. That completely changes everything. So let me just get another stick. What? Are these even sticky notes? No, they're just normal notes. They're not even sticky. I actually prefer that. So now we've got this one, that one, and that one. So let me try and figure this one out quickly. So I'm thinking that it shows maybe where you can find the square. So let's say that is that square. This one would be here. This one would be here. This one would be here. And that one would be there. Just check. It would be there, that would be there, that would be there, that would be there, and that would be there. Okay, so this is my new idea for how this is solved. So it would actually look different from the one we just did. I'll show you a comparison now. Surprisingly, it looks different. So this is the one we have now, and this is the one we originally had. So this one kind of looks like a 4, except the line on the right side of the 4 is not completed. Should have actually checked beforehand. But this is the fun of solving puzzles. Sometimes it takes a few tries. Okay, let's go put everything off and rerun this. I'm already lost in the corner over there. Okay, let's put this off. So Goliath can only see through the crystals. Okay, come over here. Come over here. Yeah. I thought so. Put this one off. And then I think... quite sure you can't get through here. So we're just gonna chill over here. And then he's gonna go underground again. Or not. Or not. And now we have to go to 7. Which is easy enough. So I don't, for the most part, feel that Goliath is that scary. It's more like, it feels like a time trial when dealing with him. And you can, he's so easy to duke. You just get him to attack you and then you've got plenty of time to handle him from there. But I think I am gonna give myself more time. And also just remember to set it to this thing. I'm gonna give myself a bit more time this time dealing with the code. So I'm just gonna duke him, run past, and then hide in that one corner where we have a safe zone. Where we were sticking it last time. Okay, so he should be... oh, we're running, we are running. So he should be coming up here again. Or not. Oh, he is. You can hear him. But he's giving us a grand opening, yeah? Okay, hi, bye. Apparently he doesn't even care about us. Did he just leave? Did he just give up? Yeah, I think this is it. It is it. Okay, now
This I need to use. Okay. That is gonna take up forever. Okay, I think I already did that wrong. Oh no, wait, we can go like this, and then it should follow us. Oh, I forgot to activate the deja vu thing. Yeah. Oh wait, how does it work? No, I think you don't have to activate it yet. So press the button, and then we go all the way back. All the way. Nope. That is not it. That is bad luck. Okay, over here. And I get it open. Are we just locked in here until we're dead? Yep. Over here. Okay, let's get him out again. Okay. Try this again. I am running. Let's press this. No. He was way too far behind. Okay, let's try this yet again. Okay, this is kind of nerve-wracking. But we've got this. Come over here. Okay. It's not good enough. That should work. Okay. Why? I did use it earlier, but it didn't work now. It's... Hold it... Go. Hold it in. Yeah, it works. Why was it having difficulty there? Twice. In a row. Anyway. Let's go do it again. Can I just put this on? No. We'll have to go back around. Yeah, it's fine. Like, sincerely, I should have just been able to do that. But it didn't want to take the input for some reason. That is so wild. Grab this. Wait, am I full? I am full. What could have gone wrong? It doesn't matter. Let's go do it again. At worst, I just reset my game. That usually does the trick. Might just be some weird error somewhere else. Okay. Because I think we can just put the power on here. And then we can... No, it's after you interact with something. Maybe I have to wait for the interaction or something. So like this. Okay, I'm not gonna test it here because I think he's behind me. I shouldn't have put that on. Oops. Hey, that was not fair. Can't land on me. Okay, while we're gonna just reel. I feel like this is the most unsafe place or unsanitary place to go and heal yourself. Yeah, let's head back out. So we have to go to 7. Just follow the lines. Basically, just go to 7 and follow the lines from there. Easy. Look at that. That is so easy. But for some reason, when I'm interacting with something and then wanting to go back, there's a bit more of an issue. Yeah, it's fine. We almost got him stuck there. Okay, over here. Fantastic. See, Yeah, it worked. Maybe I should just give it like a millisecond and not try to input too quickly. Maybe that was just the issue. Okay, from here. Don't want to use it there. Let's just speed up. I just have to concentrate again. So if I'm gonna be a bit silent for a second, we'll see. Yeah. 11. He's again like going his own way. Okay, it's the 4 without the... Oh, I didn't have to put it in again. Okay, just swiping me. Am I running? No, now I'm running. Hey, we freaking did it. I had to wait a second. I was like, is he gonna hit me? We freaking contained them. Goliath. Oh, Goliath, now you can't even see. There's no crystals in there. So Goliath is the kid that the father decided to like just mutilate. Like his father actually blinded him. It's pretty fucked up. I think I can swear in these videos. Usually don't like to swear in the other videos, but this is pretty much it's not a game that you can stomach. Otherwise, if you needed to filter it, I guess. Or it wouldn't make much sense if you had to filter it. Okay, so control room we can't get into, but we can get into his room now. Hey, and my nose is open, finally. I might just want to blow it quick. Give me a second. Okay, perfect. We defeated Goliath and I defeated my boogers. Oh. So this area was not accessible before because this is basically where Goliath sits. Ooh, we've got new stuff. New stuff. Okay. That is weird. Why is there an overlay? I'll check that now. Okay, I need to... Oh, no. No, wait. Why can't I see... Here it is. Just quickly need to fix this. Make sure that Turbo Top is actually working. Yeah, there we go. So I hope you didn't see the motion array image. Doesn't make sense. Okay. So let me go and take notes. Take notes, take notes. Recording. Recording. New notes. So that would be Crystal Caves. I'm just gonna move this up a bit. Crystal Caves. Goliath room. Let's check what's on the recording.
Experiment. Cables check.
Yes, all check.
Goliath's position.
It was drawn to the other side of the cupboard.
Power capacity.
All check, sir.
Activating in 3, 2, 1. Now! Activation is working. The crystal is emitting light.
What's this? What's
My sight. Perspective is getting distorted. Something's wrong. What? Obscene inscriptions.
what's going on?
Abort. Abort! Shut it down! Shut it down!
This was pretty lengthy.
I know.
Okay, so was that the father and son survived? Okay, everyone else has perished. Okay, so basically it seems like the Eye of the God of Fear over here gives us weird info. Like an overlay, like we're in a game or something. Oh, this is obviously where Goliath was sleeping, which is pretty fucked up. That definitely looks like a freaking weird ass eye. Just checking if there's any secrets in here. I don't see any. And this one isn't really forcing us our perspective, but it is showing us this weird nonsense. Discover the secret of Alan Portlash's room in the underground. Discover the secret of Diogo and George's room in the underground. Discover the secret Letitia's room in the underground. So I'm guessing that's 3 stuff that we need to go and figure out. What? So there's a secret Alan's room, Diego and George's room, and Letitia's room. We've got access, I believe, to Letitia's room, I think to Diego's and George's room, and then Alan's room. Alan's room. I think I've been in all of their rooms. But why is only the one showing green? Maybe it's because I didn't figure out what the secret was in the other rooms. Okay. But at least we've got Goliath sorted now. So I'm thinking to do the other ending. That is part of it. And we have to find Verity. Obviously. Kind of the super obvious one that is stuck right in front of our faces. We cannot interact with this now. Can I try and smash it? Can I try a different light on it? No. This does not slow it down. I don't think that one speeds it up. No. So the different light effects can slow down and speed up certain things. Okay. Color me super confused at the moment. We're gonna run back to... the underground. We'll probably be speaking with our friends again. And with the other order operatives. Until I'm already lost. No, this is fine. And we'll see if they've got more insight for us, because at the moment I am even more confused than I was at the beginning. But it seems we've got Alan's room secret, but we need the secrets of the other rooms. Let's put this off. Don't go in there. That's not necessary. Hey. That's not even necessary. Okay, cool. We're pretty fully stacked. Okay, so we've beaten 3 bosses. That is fantastic. I'm thinking the last one is just the cathedral, which shouldn't be too far away. Even more ammo. That thing that I almost never use. Ammo, because I just need my handy crowbar. Though I have actually shot a lot of stuff. But as you can see, I've got an insane amount of ammo. Okay, let's go back to the underground. Talk to our friends, and then... I'm just gonna call them friends. They kind of seem very chill. They kind of seem super chill. And then we are going to see and check the other 2 rooms if there are secrets within them that I missed. It's weird to have a game overlay because of a occult effect. Where are we going? Oh, Mansion Underground. Okay, cool. It is an oddity. Okay. This is the back. Yes, I think it's just down and right. Fortunately, I do not have a map for this section. I have to play it by memory. Well, my memory has been serving me pretty well. I think I'm pretty happy with it. Okay. Let's go back. I mean, we've solved 2 puzzles. We've defeated another boss. We've done pretty freaking good. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so let's first check the rooms. So I don't think that's the one we want to go down. This, let me just double check whose room is this again. Not the port lounge. No. This is the one room. Wait. Let's switch, doggo. Okay. Thanks, doggo. So the dog can tell you if there's ghosts and stuff. This flashlight can also. But you need the radio to actually tune in. Complete silence. Complete silence. Is there any place that gives you complete silence? Oh, an actual secret. So we have listened to the recording. Let's go check my notes again. Okay, let's go talk with them. Or maybe let's just check if the other rooms have anything else that I missed. So there's still this thing. So you see that? Why is there like dots on that only? That's the only thing there's dots on. And I don't know if you can interact with it. I come back here to remind myself every day looking at them was any other option we could choose. What is that? What is that pointing at? That looks like like freezes for dead people. And that's what it looks like to me. This was the castle. Because we've got... No, I don't want to check that now. No spooky ghosts in here. I think that was Alan, wasn't it? I'm getting a bit confused with some of the characters at some point. And then the Bootstrap Paradox. Bootstrap Paradox. Because there was another book somewhere. Okay. Not clear on what is that is about. That is just taking us out, I think. So I believe we have unlocked all of the different rooms by now. This is where Verity and... Is it his wife? Or is it his girlfriend? Or is it just someone who always works with him? Verity, I need to show you something. It's not this. So we have to go and find Verity now. And then there should be one final room over here. The one that I opened up by putting in random numbers. But I eventually did find the actual code, I think. Theo... Apparently I missed something in this room. What did I miss? What did I miss? Activation of pillars, the hearts. I'm quite sure I did take a picture of this. Okay, black ooze on... Okay, I think they already did all of these things. Put black ooze on the perpetual engine. And the perpetual engine needs to have specific infinity lights. Floodlights powered by the engine itself, so it should be set up already. Don't need that. I've seen this. We don't have to read that again. I don't think there's any spooks in here. No, no spooks. Let's try this line. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, let's go talk with our friends and see what they have to say. Because at the moment I am very lost. We can't go into the chapel. Yet. But is there anything in here? No. It's such an odd space. But I guess you do need toilets when you are on the job, otherwise there would be troubles. Okay. Okay, she doesn't give us anything new. But we just beat Goliath. Where's the new dialogue? I need to talk about... What am I missing? So here is all of the weird, funky items that we have found. And I think we found quite a lot. Obviously there are missing ones. We have found quite a lot. I'm probably not going to do this. This is like extra outside of game puzzles that seem just like super difficult to handle. Moon did help us with the one puzzle. But it basically, you need to go into the game files to edit certain things and find certain things to know what the codes are for those. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna figure this out off screen because at the moment I am stuck. But I do know it said there were secrets in the other rooms and only one of those rooms were lit green. And then I'll be back next week. We did make a lot of progress, which I am pretty happy with. But that concludes our broadcast. I am your host, Bob Sparkle Doom, signing off. And as always, keep on shining.